Welcome to Module 3, Variety of Activism Everywhere. So let us talk about all the diverse ways we can do activism. The same way that some of us can climb trees and others can't, or just seem to do much better in water, what that means is that what works for me might not work for you. But we don't have to give up activism altogether. We must simply find what works best for us. And sometimes we need to build the skills necessary to make it work, like learning how to talk to people without a nervous breakdown inside. You can also think of what you're already doing for work every day and ask yourself, how can I apply my existing skills in activism? For example, I'm a graphic designer, so where can I also use those specific skills to translate to do activism and help with online campaigns? Think about all of our modules as being there to help spark some ideas, to guide you and motivate you. You might already know some of the information in this course, but all this information is great for you to review and or share with someone else that might need to hear it. Keep an open mind along the way and we can all learn something. As a new activist, what would be the first thing you would have loved to have known or that you would have done already? What is your favorite type of activism? The steps we take as a new vegan activist are like the process of walking to running. Let us not start running before learning to walk. There is an actual progression to avoid getting hurt. I'm all for trial and error, but we can also be smart about it. So maybe we don't start with mobilizations or disruptions right away, but if we can handle it, why not? Ideas to start with what we know already are joining groups, online, on Facebook, engage on social media. So for example, Facebook is an example of platforms like Reddit and meetups that has many awesome groups you can join to either generate ideas for vegan home recipes, to engage with others who are like-minded, to encourage and support all other animal rights activism groups. Eventually, to even recruit other activists for events, right? To join you, we need as many allies as possible. The more we purposely connect with others, the quicker we get comfortable living in the lifestyle and doing outreach. By forcing ourselves to meet other vegans, we are also practicing social interactions. Yes, even if you are an introvert. Depending on where we are, on where we're at in our level of activism, months versus years, we might use those groups differently. But no matter what, we want to keep interactions and engagement going. You never know who you can meet. And P.S., also ensure that you sign as many petitions as possible. It's quick and easy and might really help someone. And contacting the people who run the show, like your MPs or counselors in your surroundings, is a fantastic way to contribute to the movement, especially when forming a good relationship with them. It is good to role play beforehand to ensure that. Another way would be sanctuaries, volunteering and supporting, donating. This option really helps reinforce our reasons why, especially when volunteering, because we get to connect with the animals that are the most oppressed in this world. It makes us feel. It also allows us to continue to network with one another, like suggested in the first idea, to meet more like-minded individuals, to empower each other as we contribute. But if we can't, then supporting them by donating is the kindest thing to do. Without sanctuaries, rescuing animals from a miserable life and death would not be possible. So another way would be events, right? That's the most popular way and where you really meet so many people. So join an event near you. There's so many diverse events and groups that act for the animals to join. Find events that work with your schedule and schedule them ahead of time. This can mean joining marches, protests, campaigns in person, online, outreaching events for the plant-based treaty, for example, where we have extremely specific goals in mind. As a new vegan, I wish I would have known sooner that groups like the Animal Save movement existed. I really didn't. I had to research it online. It took me almost 4 years as an already existing vegan to find them online back in 2016. So once I started attending events, I started diligently looking at other activism groups I could join to do more, to learn more. I felt like I had a lot of catching up to do and still think it's in my duty to share the knowledge I have about the horrible plight for the animals. The more we get out of our comfort zone and we challenge ourselves, the easier it all gets. We need to get good at talking to people, right? For example, if every time you go to an event and you say, I'm going to have at least 3 powerful conversations today, and you set an intention like that, chances are it will happen. But if you go to an event with no intention, and I'm not saying expectations here, but on the other hand, intention, clarity. If we expect things, we lose our power the moment those expectations are not met. But by setting intention, we empower ourselves and create what we want. Know that you can do activism everywhere. All you need is to boost up your confidence a bit, remember your reasons why, and always have some cards or leaflets on you. But if not, share your social media and ensure you can follow up with them somehow. And we do have a whole module on following up because it's that important. Of course, certain events require disruptions and chances of getting arrested, depending on where you are in the world as well, some places more than others. But it is important to visualize and set intention for every event you choose to attend. Visualize exactly how you want things to go. Every time I organize or attend an event, any type of event, whether I'm speaking or chanting or singing or leading or outreaching or all of them together, the night before the event, I can see exactly the results I want the next day. I sense a feeling of accomplishment, the smile I have, embracing that happiness within the darkness, seeing people make the connection, meeting someone that will help the movement, having positive interactions, etc. So also PS, once you attended an event, make it a goal to talk to people and remember their names, especially your fellow activists. I'm guilty myself of forgetting at times, but if you make a conscious effort to associate someone's name with something or someone else that you already know when you meet them, chances are you will remember. We need to make people feel like they belong so that they keep coming back and the movement grows. As for the public, you are outreaching. Ensure you have material for them. Leaflets, cards, social media, listen to them. We have a whole module on that as well. And then give them a specific call to action, like endorsing the plant-based treaty on the spot or watching a documentary, reaching out to you after, etc. Let us make sure that events are easily accessible to the public when we're the ones already creating them. And another example would be vegan gear. So t-shirts, pants, hoodies, toques, stickers on cars. Dominion actually has decals for cars to give out for free. And I have gotten into many outreach combos due to this on my car. I shared the link with you here so that you could access it and ask for it. And this is just a wonderful way to initiate conversations and promote the vegan message. If you go to PETA, you can get free stickers as well. I also shared a link here for an example for kids specifically, a whole bunch of stickers for kids, but they also have a variety. So enough about the variety of ways we can do activism, because as you get more involved in the movement, more opportunities will arise. And if you get out of your comfort zone and connect with others as suggested by me above, you will find yourself with many like-minded friends and even more options to make an even bigger impact along the way. In our next module 4, we will focus on the most effective ways to do outreach at events. So let us have a look. Mwah.